guys, this is Kristen from Our Beauty Collective, and today I'm going to create some essential oil roller balls that I want to take with me to the hospital and just like pack my essential oil bag. It's really hard to sleep in the last trimester, specifically in the last month, and I have 3 weeks left till my due date. I haven't been sleeping that great. My dog's been waking me up. A lot of things running through my head, so all of a sudden I sat down to do this and I'm so tired. Maybe I made myself too cozy. But let's just jump right in. I have a book. It's called The Essential Midwife, and that has given me a lot of little recipes and ideas. I use essential oils a lot in my everyday life, like the rest of the world right now. Oh boy, he just kicked me. Do your research and use the best grade essential oil, something you really trust. I use doTERRA. This isn't meant to be like a doTERRA video or anything like that. That will come up a couple times, that they'll have certain blends maybe that you can't just get from anyone, but I can tell you what's in them. I'll put it at the bottom. To start off, I have this little tiny keychain that is from doTERRA, and it's like a travel set, and it has these like little guys in them. This one is wild orange. I'm just gonna fill them back up because a lot of these are some oils that I'm gonna want to bring anyway. So wild orange, I have a little bit in, and I'm not gonna be using it for anything on myself really. It's more just like, it's a pick-me-up. It's a nice smell. It's actually probably my favorite essential oil for diffusing in the kitchen and all around the house. It just smells so good. If you want to a quick wake me up, you can combine peppermint and wild orange, or you can just smell them together. Peppermint is really good for nausea. That's pretty much the only thing that I'm going to be using it for, but it really does help me to smell it when I'm feeling nauseous. So I think, again, I don't really have to fill it up. I'm just gonna, it has like about half left, and I'm just gonna have this with me. And whenever if I am feeling nauseous, I hope I'm not, I hate being nauseous, I'll just smell this and hope that it helps a little bit. It did help in my first trimester. Oh, another thing they say that peppermint is good for is that I guess sometimes moms can't pee after they have the baby. I don't know why. I really don't know why. They say if you put peppermint oil in the toilet, again, I don't know why. Maybe it's the smell. Maybe it's like the fact that it's a cooling sensation. Maybe it rises from the toilet. This is all in my head. I have no idea the real reason. But hey, I'll have it. And if I can't pee, I'll put a couple drops in the toilet before I try. Serenity is basically a calming blend. I'll tell you what's in it. So Serenity is lavender's the first thing, cedarwood, cinnamon, whole leaf oil, ylang ylang, marjoram, Roman chamomile, vetiver, and vanilla, and Hawaiian sandalwood. But to me, it smells a lot just like lavender. So you can bring lavender for if it's going to help calm you, or in my case, I'm bringing Serenity. There's about half left in there, so I'm going to just pack that. Just going to get a little more cozied up. So let's see, what's the next one here? Balance. It's a doTERRA. It's supposed to be very grounding. It has a very distinct smell. You can make your own grounding blends, but you wouldn't get this smell. Is a little bit tricky. This is really good to put on the bottom of your feet. I'm going to put a few drops of the Balance into the Baby Balance. But I like that you can easily refill these, and they're just so nice to travel with. You can go on to Amazon and you could get these adorable little teeny tiny guys, and you can make your own. So if you just want to take a little bit of your essential oil, you don't want to carry 10 of these bottles around, you can carry around 10 of these teeny tiny bottles. Mine, I got the ones that come in here are not, they're just like droppers, but the ones that I ordered are roller balls, and they're a little bit smaller. Can you see that? Whoops. The one on the right is what I ordered. 2 essential oils that I don't own, but I just ordered, so they're coming in, is black pepper and basil. So apparently if you're having lower back pain during labor, you can massage the basil or the black pepper on your back. This is more for a natural birth. we're gonna see what happens with mine. So I might just be like, give me an epidural and not use any of these. But you know what? I still think I'll definitely use like the Balance and the Serenity. This is the other kind of roller bottle. If you're making it for yourself, you can do 15 to 20 drops and then fill the rest up with fractionated coconut oil. If you're making it for a newborn, you only want to do 1 to 3 drops of essential oil and then fill it up. Clary sage is one oil you're told to stay away from during pregnancy because it can bring on contractions, which if you're not ready to have the baby is not something that you want to do. So I have just kind of kept mine away the whole time, but I'm going to bring it with me because if labor stalls, they say to put a little bit of that on your ankles. So I don't have straight clary sage, I have clary calm, which is again like a blend of oils, but the main oil in it is clary sage. So I'm going to pack this away for myself. My Free People bag is my larger oil bag. They say that myrrh can be the same, but when it's combined with clary sage. I'm actually just going to bring the whole bottle of the myrrh with me. By the way, this stuff is so sticky. Ew. Sometimes I can't even get this opened because it gets so sticky, like right now. So I'll just put a little bit of this and the Clary Calm on my ankles if that happens, because there's another reason that I'm bringing the myrrh. So the myrrh is good for a baby's umbilical cord. You can just put like a drop straight on it, and apparently that helps with the healing process. So I'll have that in my bag of tricks as well. And then the other thing that you can bring for the baby is frankincense. Apparently it's good spiritually for the baby. You put it on the crown of the head and it just helps the baby to feel calm. It's also just supposed to be the best oil for literally everything. So it's good to have it with you. If the baby's feeling cranky, then you can put a little bit of lavender and frankincense in a roller ball and put it on the bottom of their feet. So one more thing is, if you're going to breastfeed and your milk supply is not coming in, then these are the oils I've heard are very good to help your milk supply come in. Cardamom, geranium, fennel, basil, clary sage, and lavender. I've specifically heard that fennel and basil are the best, and specifically fennel. 15 to 20 drops in some coconut oil, and you can rub it on your boob. You want to stay away from your nipple because the baby might not like the taste of that. You can also put it under your tongue and just like drink water right after, because it's not going to taste so great. So oils that people use with babies a lot is myrrh on the umbilical cord, but not in general. Mostly I would say that it's lavender and frankincense. So I might make a little roller ball and just mix the two of them together. It seems like that can kind of be really calming and soothing for anything. Okay, so in my little utility bag, I have a little tiny peppermint for smelling it and possibly putting it in the toilet to help me pee and for nausea. Wild orange, the main reason is it's just uplifting and it's a really nice smell. Serenity is calming, and Balance is grounding. And then on this side, I did put the Digestion back in here. Maybe I'll have an upset stomach and I'll use it. I really don't think I'm going to use that. And then I made two of my own where I just did myrrh and frankincense. So the frankincense will go on the baby when he's first born, on the crown of the head and down the spine, just to help him feel grounded. And the myrrh could go on the umbilical cord. I'm also just bringing straight up myrrh and the clary sage in case I have a stalled labor. So another oil that they talk about a lot, that I've heard a lot about, is something I can't pronounce. Helichrysum? Alexa.
Helichrysum spells helichrysum.
So another oil that they say is really amazing for childbirth is helichrysum. Okay, so the reason they say it's great though is apparently it prevents tearing if you massage it onto your vagina as the baby's head is coming out. Now, who would do that for me? I don't know. I'm not really going to a midwife or anything. I'm going to a doctor who would probably tell me to shove this up my vagina. So I'm gonna bring it because I have it, and honestly, it's an expensive oil and it's supposed to be like really great for bruises and burns, and it's just really healing in general. So I'll bring it and see if the doctor says that we should use it. But, you know, I have it, why not? So there we go. As far as my essential oils that I'm bringing to the hospital, it's pretty simple. They're all gonna just fit in this little bag. All set. So thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, then subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. I would very much appreciate that. These are the kind of videos that I enjoy, so that's why I've been making them, but I definitely would love to know your feedback. So let me know, and see you later. Until next time. Finger gun. But I'm against guns, except finger guns.